Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle, and today I'm going to be talking about all the new releases in March that I'm really excited for, as well as my TBR. So this is going to be a pretty short video today. I only have 3 new releases this month, which is good because I am still catching up from all of the new releases from January and February. I still have quite a few that I need to read, but I am really excited for these ones that are coming out in March. So I'm just going to head right on into it, and then we'll get to the TBR right after it. So first up, on March 5th, I'm really excited for The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black. This is the second book and the final book in her Stolen Heir duology. So because this is a second book in a series, I don't want to spoil anything for you, so I am just going to talk about the synopsis for the first book in the series, which is The Stolen Heir. So this follows Surin, who is a child queen of the Court of Teeth, and Oak, who is the brother to Jude, who is in the Cruel Prince series. And I don't really want to spoil anything from that, so I don't really want to say much more. But they are both on a mission which ends up pushing them together, and they're going to need to help each other to get to their end goals. I really enjoyed the first book in this series, and I'm really excited to close it out with this one. Elfheim is one of my favorite places. I love the Cruel Prince series. Jude and Cardan are my favorite, and I just am excited to be back in this world again. The next book up is Empire of the Damned by J. Kristoff. This is the second in the Empire of the Vampire series, and I'm super excited for this one. Again, though, I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just going to talk about the first book. I absolutely loved the first book. Empire of the Vampire was so good. I got the Illumicrate copy. It is so pretty. I didn't manage to get a copy of Empire of the Damned from Illumicrate this time. Their prices are just kind of high, and I really didn't want to pay all that shipping, but I did get the Barnes & Noble edition, so I'm going to have that special edition. So I actually have the Barnes & Noble edition of the first one. I really like the colorway on this, and I tabbed and annotated it, and I'm definitely going to be doing that with my Barnes & Noble edition of the second one as well. I'm super excited for it. If you don't know anything about this series, it is a series about vampires, as the first one says, and it follows Gabriel. He is a silver saint. He is there to protect the world from the vampires, because in this, the vampires are bad. They pretty much kill everybody, eat everything. It's not good. So Gabriel is telling us his story on his quest to find the Holy Grail. At this point, he has actually been captured though, and he is telling his story to his captor. I'm super excited to get into this next book in the series, and I will be rereading the first one in the beginning of the month. And then lastly, on the 25th, we have The Homewrecker by Sara, Cate, which is also the second book in a series, her Good Brothers series. I'm super excited for this one. I love Sara, Cate. I have loved all of her books. The Salacious Players Club series is one of my favorite. I think I gave every book 5 stars in that series, and I'm really hoping that this is going to be another series that is super highly rated for me. This one follows a married couple who ends up letting a 25-year-old stay with them. He needs a place to live, so they're nice enough to offer it up. And it seems like he's gonna have a little something going on with the wife, and actually in turn the husband as well. I'm super excited. I don't want to look into it anymore. Again, like I said, Sara, Cate is one of my favorites. I have no reason to think that I'm not going to love this one, especially since it seems to be a poly romance, and I do love those. But that's it for all the new releases coming out in March. It is going to be a super light month, like I said earlier, and I'm really excited to catch up on some of the ones that I haven't read from January and February yet. And now for my TBR for the month of March. I am trying to get through some of my BookBox books, so I'm pretty much just putting BookBox books on my TBR. I'm super notoriously bad at sticking to my TBR. I am a huge mood reader, and I don't always stick to things that I say I will. But I'm going to really try. And for this first book, I want to read The Bright and the Pale by Jessica Rubinskowski. One of the reasons I'm putting this on for March is because it looks like a very wintry book, and winter is almost over, so I want to have a reason to read this before the summer comes around, and then I don't want to be reading any winter books. So I don't know much about this one, but the inner flap says that it's inspired by Russian folklore. It's an epic fantasy debut and is a thrilling page-turner with romance, tragedy, magic, and monsters that will stay with you until the very end. This follows Valeria, and there has been a freeze over her town, and she is one of the only people that's still alive. She's trapped in an unbreakable sheet of ice, and she's been on the run from the Tsar, who is determined to imprison anyone who manages to escape. She finds refuge with the thieves, doing odd jobs with her best friend, and that is her only safe place until he is brutally murdered. A year later, though, she discovers that he's actually alive and is being imprisoned against his will, and to buy his freedom, she must lead a group of cutthroats and thieves on a perilous expedition. This sounds really good. I'm excited, and I'm hoping to get to this in March. And then last up on my TBR, I want to read A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen. This Fairy Loot copy is absolutely stunning. I am so happy to have this. I love the sprayed edges on it. It is beautiful. And underneath the dust jacket, I was so excited to see this. I love when Fairy Loot does a whole foiled cover of the actual characters. So pretty. So I'm actually going to be trying to do the Fairy Loot read along for this one. I did my first read along last month. I've been getting Fairy Loots since 2020 and I've never actually participated in a read along. Last month's was for the City of Stardust and I had such a fun time doing it. I liked going on every day, commenting, seeing what other people were saying about that section, and I'm really hoping to have a good time with this one as well. So this is a Norse-inspired fantasy romance, which is following a woman blessed by the gods who battles to unite a nation under a power-hungry king, while also fighting her growing desire for his fiery son. This sounds really good. I've heard such good things from Danielle L. Jensen. She did the Bridge Kingdom series. I really want to pick that up. It's been on my TBR for a while. I'm just trying not to start too many new series right now and I don't own copies of it, so there's no point for me to read that. This, though, since I own it, I'll definitely give it a go, and hopefully I love it, and if I do, I will definitely be picking up the Bridge Kingdom as well. But that's it for all the new releases that I'm really excited for, as well as my TBR for March. If you are excited about any of these as well, please let me know. If you have anything that should be on my radar, definitely let me know as well. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!